Ladies and ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the Cuban cigar, Voodoo Room, Axel Tosca. Welcome, Tosca.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Axel.
I love you guys. I love you. I love you, Melbourne. I love you, the world. Sydney, Australia, mwah, mwah. The Queen. Oh my God, everybody. I love everybody. Thank you guys. Thank you for Pete for inviting me to your beautiful program, brother.
Thank you, Axel. I appreciate it. It's that's some introduction. That's fantastic. I knew we could do something, but I just want to start off with you migrated to America in what, 1995? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2005.
2005. So what was it like growing up in Cuba? Because there's a lot of people in Melbourne who have never been to Cuba. Can you give a description of what it was like for you growing up in Cuba?
Experience as born and as a teenager, totally kind of like in a bubble, because this world of music and art, since little boy, I was involved around art and music, and sometimes your own bubble don't save you for some kind of thing, and you don't have to going through all the hard situations the fellow Cubans or day by day they have in there. But for me, it was totally about the music, about my heritage, nice vibes, like on the school, my friends, the teacher. I'm really touched about how my teachers dedicate their time to really get some knowledge in my brain, or how, make me understand the value of what I was receiving at that time. So my experience of being Black, yes, totally knowing my situation, my condition in my own country, first of all, but totally in a space of creativity. I know there's something better. I know that I'm gonna have the opportunity to go out and show my art. So being in Cuba, I always was thinking in my goal, that I still thinking in my goal, but very important to have that circle of family and friends who help you to, develop your own personality. So I appreciate Cuba a lot. Yeah, my country's amazing from my point of view.
Yeah, because I've only known a couple of Cuban people before in my life, and they all tell me the same thing. From what I understand, there's a high level of education, like you were talking about. There seems to be a lot. There seems to be
in my
era.
I think in the 90s, 95, 2000, that was my last experience on school. That was kind of like the credo. But after the 2010 or 2015, the quality, because people start to leave the country a lot because economic situation. So now I don't know how the system education is. I do know that a lot of good musicians still coming out from that island, and the music or the arts in Cuba is one of the pillars. So always it's in constant develop, and it's in a good health. At one point, teachers in Cuba should teach us a little more about someone to really dig about it, as a theory. We should play. We should have some more like classrooms about it. But very important to start with the European teaching, and that's the foundation. Classical is helping a bunch of our musicians. So, and we became big reggaetoneros or producers. So, the basic is classical, and it's strong. It's a strong preparation.
And your mother and father were both musicians?
Yeah, they were more like troubadours, a little more like songwriters. My mom tried to go to school to study music, but they tell her that her voice don't was for opera, like that. Like for in that time, Cuba don't know anymore another methodology, you know. So that was the classical. So whatever voice they hear a little pop, they deny it. But mom have a lot of support for in her friends, and they made her became the great singer. Of course, her effort and her talent too. And my father learned to play the guitar himself, and he developed his own style of composing. So, yeah, very, very curious fathers I have. They have, you know, their own.
And you've performed with your mother and you've performed with your father, is that correct?
Yeah, I started performing 14 years old. I started with my father and my mom. That was a concert. The first time that I have, you know, the opportunity to be with them on stage. Then I continue, you know, living in Cuba and growing up. I continue playing with my father, collaborating with him in everything that I could. America gave me the opportunity to, you know, to really, really to work with my mother, work in her material, produce her music, write music with her. So yeah, it's been a wonderful journey.
And are you doing much with your mother at the moment in this downtime, or?
Now in these bad times, I really been a little more reclusive, working in my own album, because we just finished some recordings. We got a couple of projects that we need to really conclude and give it to the people. But, you know, the coronavirus got everything stopped.
So what's the project you're working on at the moment? Because the last time you came out to Australia when we worked together, that was called Unity. Are you still doing stuff with Unity?
No. I decided to dismantle the band because some business paperwork and royalties, so the business don't was good. And I decided to part ways. And now I'm just trying to be surrounded of good producers, people that really, really add to my portfolio. I'm more, you know, focused on myself. You know, I have this window, and I've been building followers that right now kind of like I dig in my music. So I'm trying to work in that now.
Okay, and is that vastly different to a jazz roots type of?
It's kind of like still music, still me, still Cuba. It's kind of like a new way of hearing, you know, the way that they perceive me, you know, still being me. So I hope that the people like what I'm doing. But I've been testing in my shows every Saturday before the coronavirus. I was doing this residency at Sync Bar, and people was receiving the music very well because that was, you know, my playground. So yeah, I think they're ready. Yeah, it's totally good, totally cool. People are gonna love it. Yeah.
I'm sure they will because I'm excited just hearing about it.
Oh, thank you.
Because I remember we first met. What was that? 2016. When you came 16. out, you came out with your ensemble. But also at that time, you actually had some incredible music, which was sort of a mixture of the Latin, and it had a mixture of jazz, and it had, you know, it had a whole range of rootsy sort of and contemporary sort of pop. It had a real range in it. Is it sort of more along those lines that you're working with now, or?
I know that my first album, I went a little more acoustic because that's how I was doing the Unity project as in my electronic kind of like side. I was thinking a little more like definitely a little more jazzy world music kind of approach. I don't even use any keyboard. But in this album that I'm working, I do gonna use a sequence. I'm gonna use a lot of like psychedelic electronic and a lot of like chantings and singing. I'm very into production songwriting now, so I want my audience understand my message. I want to give them the message through music, but through lyrics too, and through feelings. I do want to come with the concept of visuals, so every single song I want to bring a video, so it's a concept totally that people can almost touch,
So it's music for the common man. Is that what you're trying to say?
It's music for every type of because music is for whoever wanna hear it.
Yeah.
In my case, I have a very understanding of my surrounding. As human being, I know that I'm living in this world, so yeah, I can touch people. So the music that I'm doing is music that people gonna be reflecting and recognized with. So.
It sounds very spiritual, Axel.
No, definitely,
yeah.
Definitely. I'm trying to dig a little more deep into my gift. I need to get a little more deep in order to become the real artist that every single artist want to be.
Yeah,
so.
That's like unraveling a can of worms, really, isn't it? Because you when you're going through that process, not that I've been through that process, but I think I've been there in a small way where I've had to meditate and do a lot of Tai Chi and do a lot of internal exercise to sort of get to a point where my brain is open enough to accept something from the universe. And when that's happened, which has only been maybe once or twice in my life, it's really exciting because you can really get on a tangent and ideas just come flowing, and you've got the skill to execute those ideas. So that must be really exciting for you.
Totally. I know that every human being know themselves and they find their own method. So at this age, I've been finding, like you say, a little bit of exercise every day helped me in order to go through my day. I used to wake up at 2 p.m. Now I wake up at 7 a.m. So yeah, I've been feeling different. I'm a married man now. So
congratulations.
My wife give me a lot like let's go. So yeah, I'm in a very good state of mind right now.
That's good. She's putting you in keeping you aligned.
Oh, totally.
Is she from Cuba as well?
No, my wife is an amazing songwriter from house music. Her name is Xiomara Laugart. Her father's are Carlos Alomar from David Bowie, Robin Clark, singer for Chic, Luther Vandross, etc. So it's kind of like a music family of musicians. So
okay.
It's kind of like I'm in the same. I'm telling you, I'm in a good state of mind. I can understand my wolf pack, my village. I'm really, really protected, and I'm in a process of creation all the time because it's a beautiful environment. Different.
Oh, it sounds exciting, Axel.
Yes.
It sounds like you're in a happy place, which is a beautiful thing, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy for you that you are doing positive things in your life. That's terrific.
Thank you. Oh
yeah, because you worked with Vista Social Club for a little while, didn't you?
Yeah, one of my schools in Cuba, the great Teresa Garcia Caturla, Tete, thanks to the great lady Gloria Ochoa, producer from this music. Colibri are like record labels in Cuba. She gave me the opportunity to play and semi-conduct that band, and was an amazing experience for me because I was like 16, 17 years old, and I understood the work ethic of our old school musicians from the 40s and the 50s. They totally demand respect because they are professionals and they know the show business very well. So I learned quickly how to behave in what is like the entertainment business, and at the same time continue being a young free spirit in my environment when I play jazz. Yeah, but Buena Vista Social Club teach me a lot. I was able to play piano for Rolo Martinez, Omar Portuondo, Ibrahim Ferrer, Ella Calvo, and many great singers.
Yeah, because I remember buying the Buena Vista Social Club, their first CD in the mid-90s. And for me, hearing that music was something I'd been searching for a long time. It had the right rhythms. It was very authentic Cuban music.
Beautiful.
It was something that we weren't really exposed to growing up in Australia, that's for sure. But it really revolutionized that music in terms of accessing Cuban music for a lot of people once that CD had, because it sold a lot of CDs, that particular CD, the first one, and it was it was huge. And so I reckon that's a huge achievement to actually perform with those guys, because there were some legendary musicians who played in that initial CD.
Yes, yeah. Super amazing. I have as my personal mentor, Amadito Valdez, timbalero from Buena Vista Social Club. He was my neighbor. So, and every day, early in the morning after breakfast, I used to went to his house and stayed there just to hear advice. Yeah, I'm always been looking for answers, help. You know, I never was afraid to ask for help. You know,
that's good, because I walk around with an SOS sign on my head most of the time.
I hear. Yeah.
But I want to talk about your new material that you're working on. So, are you working daily on the new material, or?
I'm just like I haven't, since we stopped to play because we wasn't a very good, like, I don't know, like steady go every Saturday, and we was totally dominating the audience. I just I was able to perform at the Winter Jazz Fest with my own band, so that was big for us. And now what we're doing is trying to keep by Zoom conversations and discuss music, and I'm gonna start to get together with them after all this COVID test come okay, and just I want to produce the album. I just don't want to go to the studio and play. You know, I want to really get the album and have time in my house, because right now I have a lot of tools and the ideas are too much. But I'm gonna be doing separate albums because I want to do one R&B or more like songwriting, and the more instrumental one. So I'm trying to work in both at the same time. And my band, David Fraser and Daniel Winchell on bass, David Fraser on drums, they've been super supportive. They've been very patient with me. They know that I'm writing, that I'm producing the whole demo in order for them to understand, because my interpretation of genres of music, and from the perspective of a Cuban, sometimes the one don't sound like it's the one. So it's kind of like I have to almost to write the music, but the demo has to be totally influential. They can feel the African bit. So yeah, I'm trying to take it like I have a lot of time right now to develop. I'm not rushing for nothing. I do collaborating with a lot of DJs that they release music, so I'm trying to collect checks now.
Yeah, because collaborating with DJs, that would give you a whole variety of sounds, wouldn't it? Because they generally will take a bar of what you're doing, loop it, that sort of thing. I was
talking that with my wife about, if you are doing your album, why you gonna go on tour. I probably go on tour on July 31st for 8 days. But at the same time, it's good that I have these opportunities to get my brain a little more stimulation. So my music, it don't get, in the same line. I do need a stimulation. Music is stimulation for me is everything. So
okay.
So it's a blessing.
Yeah. So where are you going to tour at the end of July?
We're going to. I'm playing with Etienne Charles, trumpet player from Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm gonna go with him to Michigan. I think that we have some concerts there, and he's a professor of trumpet of the Academy of Michigan. I think that he's recording his album too, so he just wanna hang out. We just finished a tour the beginning of this year with him on the Midwest, and I think that he liked the vibe and my sound. And he told me when we finish, Axel, I'm gonna call you. So he called me again. So I'm just happy being able to move in different waters. So
are you allowed to travel interstate?
Actually, we're gonna drive.
Oh, you're gonna drive? Okay.
We're gonna drive because everybody's a germaphobe, and everybody wanna take care. Everybody got a wife. Everybody wanna take care. So yeah.
So are you? So there will be people at the concerts? They're allowed to have.
The first concert, I don't know how it's gonna be. I think so. Yeah. And the other performances are gonna be more like a shedding. I think that he want to record an album, so he want to lock the guys at least for 7 or 6 days. So we're gonna be doing one gig, and the rest is gonna be doing music, sharing and sharing ideas.
So what's the vibe like out in the? Do you go out on the street and all that sort of stuff?
I'm going to New York, bro, since the pandemic.
Yeah.
I'm moving myself in cars and lift the car of the family.
Yeah.
But or New Jersey. I'm living in New Jersey now, so I don't have necessity to go to New York.
Okay. It's good to see you. Like I said earlier, it's been 2 years, I think, since we last saw each other. I mean, time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, almost 4, huh? Some shit like that. I want to go back,
Yeah.
This shit is whack. I play stove to turn up. But, I think that everything's going to go back to the,
I hope so. I hope it goes back to normal.
Gonna get his kind of like I know that the war is crazy right now, but we still have hope that everything's gonna get fixed.
Yeah, totally. Because I must admit, when I worked with you, I really did feel that you were you're an incredible artist, and
thank you.
And I really appreciated the opportunity to work with you. It was just
I appreciate that.
Really, it was really special for me, especially the first time you came around, because I remember you said, Pete, how come we don't have a lot of people coming to our shows? Give me the pamphlets. I'm going to go to Brunswick Street. and you went around and you brought all these people. It was amazing.
Of course. No, I go in. No, because I feel that, my first time, it's my first Billboard. Axel Tosca is gonna play. I know that nobody knows me. Yeah. So for that reason, I say thank you to Alfie Records, and the Beer Basement. And if for some reason they don't promote it enough, I don't have any, I don't want to get, give me, I'm here, I have time every day, and I go in there and I promote. Everybody want to go to see a show, somebody with yellow hair.
No, but it worked, because I remember I gave you I think I gave you a box of pamphlets, if I remember correctly. And
we moved.
And you moved them,
I put every single people of my band.
Yeah.
We need to move. Everybody's paying, no?
Yeah.
So do this. And everybody did it, no? So I really, I know what is a struggle. I come from a country that, I've been playing for 2 people or 1 people, or you need to play. It's nobody there, but you need to play. So for me, it's the music. It's about the music.
That's right. It's not about the music. It's about other stuff. But yeah, I was really impressed with that, and I remember on the Saturday, because we were so used to having a type of because it's a sit down concert with food and stuff, and then all these young hippie sort of people were rolling up, and I thought I could see Axel. He's done his job. It's incredible, because
I do. Yeah. I really love respect my craft, and I think if I don't, I put in my mind I deserve packed house. I know that sometimes don't gonna be, but in my mind it's a packed house, so I play for packed house. I play for Axel, please let me in. I play for that kind of thing. Yeah, because this is my mind. I've been dreaming with that, so everything is good. Everything is beautiful. Axel, 1 clap, 2 claps.
What's that painting in the back there with the guy with the stripes and the glasses?
Oh, this is a portrait that somebody did to my father-in-law, Carlos Solomar.
Wow, he looks amazing.
This is one of his costumes for a show with David Bowie.
Oh wow, he looks amazing.
Yeah.
You need a picture like that, Axel.
Oh, I got a couple.
Yeah.
I got a couple. Thank you. That's coming. I don't force nothing. Yeah. I always say to people, I never been dreaming this status. So in the way that I am right now, the position that I have, I appreciate. Everything is appreciation.
Yes.
The rest is kind of like we've been working. This conversation is a part that we've been working hard. Yeah. So. Yes. This is something, I appreciate it.
With your setup there, your instrumentation, what have you got there exactly? You've got electronic drums, or?
My father is into electronics, so we have a machine here. We have this. I don't know the name.
It looks amazing. It looks like a spaceship.
This should make a lot of good programming sounds and shit like that. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Yeah. He got all his pedals. Of course, it's amazing. I don't use nothing of this stuff, but that's his equipment. And this is my keyboard. This is the keyboard that I use.
Yeah.
I do all my productions over here, and then I pass it to Pro Tools.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We have Pro Tools. We have what else? We have a couple of stuff here and there. At least we're living. I've been receiving music over here and recording.
Yeah,
I'm making some bucks. Life is good. It's not bad. It's good.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, all things. Yeah. I don't mind being isolated in a way.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm newlywed. I need this peace. I think so. This kind of peace, kind of like count my blessings. I need it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Have a glass of rum. Do you like rum?
Yeah, but I'm drinking because I know when I go on tour with the boys, you know that I'm gonna drink. So right now, I'm over here with my with my father-in-law. Everything is chill. We drink, we have fun a lot. So, but we decided to do a cleanse at least a week. I'm about to go on tour, and I have to drink a lot. And you know that I'm drinking, and your body, on car driving.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be very dehydrated and water.
Yeah.
And when I arrive to wherever I'm going, boom, you know, balls. Oh yeah.
Good times and great hits, mate. Good times and great hits. Good times and great hits.
Oh yeah. I'm just glad, brother. I'm just glad that I'm able at least to go in and play something with somebody. You know, I'm getting all the tools to create my own gigs, my own videos, and my own everything. But everything is always satisfactory to hear a fellow musician calling you. You know, I need your service. That's what we live to for.
It's a lot of work, though, isn't it? When you have to do all your own videos and you're doing your own production and you're doing.
No, it is not a lot of work. It's a beautiful work. Work.
Yeah.
It's independent.
Yeah.
It's self-employed. It's entrepreneur. I wish to have that, drive.
Yeah.
I'm glad that my wife got that drive.
Yeah.
And I can learn from somebody that I've been sleeping next to me, because I do. My human condition, I need that. I need somebody next to me that I really drag me.
Yeah.
But that's how people need to be.
That's right.
Yourself.
That's right.
Yourself. I'm super not into the computers. I'm a piano player, but I need to sit down there and learn my Pro Tools and do my own things in order to spend my enterprise. Everything cannot be jazz, because I know the only one. It's a lot of jazz musicians, so I need to expand my horizons.
Yes,
and people are gonna be noticed.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's a good attitude to have. Because I try and do that in my own world. I try and keep busy doing these podcasts. I try and I'm mixing a lot of old
create. That's what it is. Create. You are my number 3 interview in less than a week.
Wow.
And I'm so happy. Even my family is looking at me like, wow. It's such a coincidence that 3 different good friends, because people that I know you. Yeah. I know my friend Valentina Castillo, that she did it to me. And a girl from Berkeley over here. She's from Cuba, but she's attending to Berkeley as a flute player.
Okay.
And she, she's interviewing Cubans too. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful idea.
Thank you for your time, Axel.
Brother, thank you. Thank you for this beautiful talk. Thank you for Cash Up.
And good luck with everything. Take care.
Come on, guys. Take care, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Peace and love.
Peace and love, mate.
You must have cast a spell.